I recently did a video where I demonstrated that an acoustic bass, specifically this Fender Kingman, is loud enough to keep up with an acoustic guitar, but is there something that you can do to potentially increase the volume? And an answer is that you could potentially use an OPort. So that is what we will be testing in this particular video, and stick around to see if it actually works. I haven't unboxed this yet, so let's just do that quickly. It's supposed to provide a few things: fuller sound, better clarity, more volume, that's the thing that I'm after, and suppressed feedback. I'm not particularly concerned about that. So I got the white version because the Fender Kingman has, that's pretty much all that's there in the box along with the manual that I'm not going to need, so I'll put the box aside. I got the white version because the Fender Kingman has nice ivory binding on it as well, so it sort of matches. Let's put it in. Alright, the installation should be pretty straightforward. You basically loosen up the strings, make enough room over here to pop this through. You put it in like this. There is a portion over here that is a bit cut out. You make that go towards the fretboard so that the fretboard will come into the sound hole, and it should go pretty smoothly. I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. It doesn't fit perfectly, as you can see the top has a slight bend in it, but that's to be expected. It's designed to support multiple diameters. This is the large size, which is appropriate for this bass. It definitely looks quite nice from the front. It looks like another fancy binding that's been added on this particular bass. Let's do a quick sound test of the before and after. I'll try to make sure that I don't move the microphone or the chair and try to keep the same distance and the same playing style. And also keep in mind the dB meter that I have running in the background. That should give you a bit more clue into what I'm hearing within the room. So what's my analysis? Because that's something that you'll need, because you can't really be in the room with me and hear what I'm hearing. The dB meter does show a slight increase in volume, and within the room also I only felt a slight increase in volume, not that significant. It's hard to judge volume when you're playing after a bit of a while as well, because of course I played it before the installation and then after the installation, so I can't really be an accurate judge of that. I have to listen to the recordings just as you had to listen to the recordings. But in terms of tone, I can hear it very clearly. It's more bassy than before. So they say that it's supposed to be clearer and more focused. I think that's what they're going for. So if you have a cheap guitar that doesn't have a nice bass response, you add this in and increase a bit of that, and that's what it's doing on this guitar as well, even though this is already a bass, so it doesn't need help with the bass response, but it did bump up the bass response there nonetheless. It did cut a bit of the highs, which is actually quite nice because it has the phosphor bronze strings, the acoustic strings, and it sounds more like an acoustic guitar than not really more like an acoustic guitar, but leans towards that compared to an electric bass. So it did improve the audio quality as far as I am concerned. It did increase the volume quite slightly. It is quite cheap. I did pay for it full price, so $29 over here. So if you just want to experiment with it, like the look of it, just add it. It's not that expensive and not that difficult to install. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me. Smash that like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.